Become a patron at www.patreon.com/Golden Era Bookworm for hard to find books, scans of rare photos, and articles on the Golden Era of bodybuilding. Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here. Today I'd like to continue with the Silver Era series on the legend Reg Park, focusing on his 1950s chest routine. It is claimed that when he switched from his basic fundamental routine, which consisted of squats and bench press, to the one detailed today, that this actually led to a 2-inch increase in his expanded chest measurement, which are truly impressive gains. These changes to his 1949 routine occurred later in 1950 in his trip to America, and prior to his first Mr. Universe win in 1951. So today I'd like to detail the changes Reg Park made in his chest routine for all to benefit. So let's get straight into it. Now, shortly after winning the Mr. Britain competition in 1949, Reg Park was at the time only performing the bench press and the breathing squat for developing his rib cage and for his musculature in the pectoral region. He arrived to America shortly after to visit some friends and met Joe Wader, and it is claimed that after learning about new types of equipment such as the incline bench and the yogi bench, he made changes to his chest program and gained 2 inches in total in his expanded chest, going from 51 inches to 53 inches in his chest measurement. So I'd like to talk about specifically the exercises that he now took on, that he changed and that he started using for developing his rib cage and also for increasing the muscular hypertrophy in the pectoral region. Now, Reg Park, being exposed now to a lot of the American bodybuilding scene, especially in California, began to learn techniques such as expanding the rib cage, and learned that it was not only necessary to perform breathing squats, but to also, for example, superset with the dumbbell pullover as shown here. So this is a very early photo of Reg Park in 1950 performing dumbbell pullovers, and he performed both of these techniques now for increasing the size of his rib cage. Now, on top of learning about new techniques in expanding the rib cage, he also learned of more exercises to target the pectorals, and especially he started prioritizing on the incline dumbbell press, having now discovered the incline bench. He also started making use of equipment such as the dip bars, performing dips, and also learning about the barbell pullover, how it could be used in a more loose fashion to develop the chest and the lats as well, by using much heavier poundage than when one would perform it in a strict fashion. So now that I've detailed the methods and techniques that Reg Park implemented in 1950 to his chest routine, here is the whole chest routine, or at least one of the ones he used in 1950. As mentioned earlier, he really started learning the importance of using the incline bench press using dumbbells, and he actually performed 3 sets of 10 reps of this exercise. He would then, having stressed out his muscles, would move on to actually expanding the rib cage by performing dumbbell pullovers and breathing squats. Although he did not perform 20 rep breathing squats in this case, he would only perform 3 sets of 10 reps supersetted with dumbbell pullovers. He would then follow this up, again performing now heavy barbell work with the pullover exercise. Although not performed on a flat bench, it was performed on a yogi bench. Now, the yogi bench is relatively unheard of today. Most people have no idea what it is. It's actually called the moon bench as well, and was popular in many gyms during the Bronze and Silver era. It's basically a semicircular shaped bench that allows you, as you can see, to completely have an arched back. You already have the chest expanded in such a bench, and when performing the heavy barbell pullover on a yogi bench, you have the added benefit of rib cage expansion and stretching of the skeletal structure, as well as the use of performing the exercise itself, in this case with heavy poundage to target the muscles. And so it's kind of a dual purpose, this exercise, the heavy barbell pullover on a yogi bench, a wonderful combination of chest expansion and muscular hypertrophy. He'd finish off his exercise routine for his chest by performing dips, again 3 sets of 10 reps for all exercises. Now, fortunately for us, Reg Park's career was very well documented. We have a photo here from 1949 after he won the Mr. Britain competition in a classic side chest pose. And we also have here to compare a photo from the Wader Studios in 1950, apparently after he trained in America for a month. And we can clearly see that if we can compare the photos, if anything, the 2 inches that were supposedly gained were mostly muscular hypertrophy. I would argue and say that he did not gain anything in his rib cage at all, and most of the gains would have been through muscular hypertrophy. But again, it's very difficult to say because the poses are different. Here in the photo on the right, his front arm is slightly more forward and not retracted like in the classic side chest pose taken in 1949. So in that respect, it's difficult to compare, but these photos are there for your comparison and for your judgment and for you to enjoy. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed watching the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't to the Golden Era Bookworm. Thank you for watching and leave me your comments. I will be uploading from Reg Park a book called Strength and Bulk Training for Weightlifters and Bodybuilders, detailing his expertise on gaining strength and bulk. So I hope you can enjoy this book. It's available on www.goldenerabookworm.com. If you'd like to support my work, please donate via PayPal or become a patron at www.patreon.com/Golden Era Bookworm. That's it for me. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Bye for now. Online available right now is Reg Park's Strength and Bulk Training for Weightlifters and Bodybuilders, an excellent book by Reg Park, where he actually details the cycling necessary to increase your muscular hypertrophy. It is necessary to cycle both strength and muscular hypertrophy, and this is an excellent book detailing how to do both, how to cycle both during the year and therefore get larger and bigger and stronger year by year. An excellent book by Reg Park. Also available on my website is How to Build Bigger Arms by Reg Park, as well as How I Develop My Waist by Steve Reeves. All available at www.goldenerabookworm.com.
Hi everybody, I just want to recommend this phenomenal book, Vince's Secret Locker, volume number 2 by Carl Coyne. I've been looking at this for about 4 weeks and I can't put it down. If you get a chance, check it out. He also has a part 1 that I highly recommend also. Vince was the trainer to the stars and had an amazing, interesting gym that today there's still not equipment like it around. It was all made out of wood. He'll be on our radio show coming up probably in the next couple weeks or so. Have a great day, and again, highly recommend this book.